Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 223 of the Level Up program, and day number 63 of the Brown Belt. And this is the first day of our $1 million challenge. So if you're following along in Crapsee, we have a new table starting off with a $300 bankroll, and it has a maximum bet of $10,000. So make sure that you guys check out the table. The code is N2F6W8 in case you want to play along, or you just press that Go Live tab on Crapsee and I'll bring you right to this table. If you're new to the program, this is all about learning how to shoot the dice at the craps table and practice a trend-based betting system. In the chat, we've got Uncle Hoku checking in first. We have Kevin from Crooked River Craps. We have Roger from OMC Craps. We have JR and Rick S. So welcome to all. Make sure you get onto the craps table, put that code in. And what I want to do is kind of explain to you what the $1 million challenge is. About 3 to 4 weeks ago, Buckeye Slim came out with a $1 million challenge. It's a table that he put together on how to get to $1 million in about 1 year. Well, I altered it a little bit, and I have broken it down into sessions, and I doubled the length of time to make the $1 million because I thought that was a pretty steep challenge. I think it was like you had to win 192 times in a row in order to get to the $1 million. So we're going to try to do it in about 260 some sessions. So if you look at the yellow line on there, that's going to be my first session, which will be today. And on his original challenge, he had it broken down into months. So you would try to do everything in a month by month type thing. I broke it into a session by session type situation. So you can do it as often as you want. But anyhow, the first session here, we're going to start with a $300 bankroll. And our goal is just to win $70. Now, if I win $70 on the first roll, I'm going to keep on rolling for almost the full hour, but I'm not going to bet the rest of the day until tomorrow, and then tomorrow will be session number 2. Your losing bankroll is the entire $300. If you lose your $300 by the end of the day, ask for a rebuy. I will give you a rebuy so that way we can get going on the challenge again. As you go throughout the challenge, say, for example, on session number 10, we have a $960 total bankroll, but our bankroll for the day is only at $800. So you can kind of see how it goes on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight in green if I accomplish that session. If I am on the current session, it'll be in yellow. And if I don't make it, I guess maybe red or something like that. But a losing session, after you get going, I have on a losing bankroll, it says 50% rack loss. I have that designated in the losing bankroll column. After a losing session, obviously, and that would probably start at session number 5 or after that, but after a losing session, you would start over with a totally new bankroll. Again, if you need a rebuy, let me know. I know it's a very low amount that you have got to go forward. So since we've started, we've picked up Marble Fork, we've picked up Godfrey and Clay, and Frida and Jihad. So welcome everybody to Level Up on a Wednesday morning. I know I did not go live yesterday. Yesterday was the first day in 6 months that I've not gone live during the weekday, during a Monday through Friday session. I had a training at work that I had to attend to it during the day. So we had a day off. I did not throw any dice yesterday. So let's get started. We're going to start off with a 5-4-5-4 hardware set. Again, if you're playing along with Crapsee, make sure that you get into the app. We've got quite a few people in already. We got 2, 4, 5 people, including myself. So make sure that you make your bets and you press I am ready. So since I am the shooter, it's a $5 table. Actually, I'm going to go with a $10 table. Even though it's set at a $5 table, you guys can play it however you want. I'm going to play it as if it's a $10 table. Good morning, SJ. Good morning, Coach Joe. And we're going to start with a $10 pass line, and that is it. Again, I only have $300 to work with. I have to make a profit of $70 today. So my goal is to get up to $370 on my bankroll. So make sure you press that I am ready button. And I'm going to wait a little bit here. I only have 1 out of 10 people ready. So bet appropriately, everybody, and press that button so we can get going. And I'm only going to say that a few times here, guys, before I get, after I get rolling, because I want to make sure that I have a good rhythm going today, because it is vitally important that we have a very small bankroll to work with. If you followed along last week, I had a couple very good days of throwing. Then I had also a couple that were not so good. I know I watched Alfredo roll last night, and he had a terrible session until his last roll. He was 0.7 out, or he'd get about 4 or 5 rolls, and just enough to almost break even, and he would go and throw that big bad red number. Anyhow, let's go all bets set here. Nobody's pressing that button, so we'll go all bets set. We're going to get her started right away. So 5454 hard reset, dice out. And we're going to start off with a 639. That's a center field 9. So let me get KPI roll tracker engaged here so we can get all of our bets going. 639, and that'll be our first roll for the day. And 639. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put $15 on the 9. Actually, we have that covered on the pass line. So let's go with the 6 and 8. We're going to go $18 on the 6 and 8. And we're going to call that all bets set for that for myself. And my goal is just to hit either the 6 or 8. We're going to collect that, and then we're going to decrease 1 unit on both the 6 and 8, try to hit it again, and that'll be a collect. And then from there, we'll start spreading out, and then from there, we'll start doing the bets, trend betting outwards. So again, guys, press that button saying that you are ready. For some reason, it's not updating on Crapsee for me, so I'm going to assume that everybody's ready to go. I don't know why it's not updating here. You know, he says that 1 person is ready out of the 10 people that are playing. So, interesting. Make sure you press that button, everyone, please. Oh, yeah, guys, by the way, I have a thing for the Crash for the Cure on the top right side of my screen here. Thanks for pointing that out, Kevin. And that is Craps for the Cure 23. It's going to be November 11th and 12th in Las Vegas at the Fashion Mall at the Casino Quest there. And if you want more information about the Craps for the Cure, go to crapsforthecure.com, and they have an auction there that you guys can place bets on. Not bets, but you buy a ticket, if you will. And each prize that's on there is going to be $100, or 100 people that can make an entry for each prize, and there's a certain dollar amount, and then you'll be one of 100 people that have a chance to win that prize. So anyhow, I'm going to keep on going here, guys. For some reason, I don't know why it's not working. The table code, guys, is N2F6W8. N2F6W8. So if you're having problems with Crapsee, log out and then log back in. I'm going to try that really quick. If I remember my password here. I'm going to log out of the table and get back into it again and see if that works. So now I apologize, everyone, that what's going on here. I don't understand why that's doing that. I'm going to place my bets again. $18 on a 6 and 8. There we go. Now it seems to be working. Good morning, Nemo. So we have 9 out of 11 people that are placed their bets. So it's all bets set here, guys. 5454. And dice out. So hopefully we have no problems going forward here. Again, we are looking for a 6 or an 8 here. We got a 7 instead. 527, ouch. Nemo has joined the chat. He's on his way to work. And that is what we get, is that 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So now that Nemo's made his announcement, his presence knowing, it will not happen again, hopefully. Keep your eyes on the road, says Kevin, CRC. So anyhow, we got our first rebuy here. Guys, I play as if it is a $300 table, as if it's a $5 minimum bet. You guys, make this a challenge. It's a $1 million challenge. Your goal is to make $70 today. So again, we're going to go with this 5-4-5 for hard reset. We'll see if we continue. That was a double pitch on that last one. So we'll go all bets set again here, and dice out. And we got a 4-6-10 this time. That would be Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So 4-6-10 will be our new point. So shooter number 2. And let's get a little bit of longevity here. Again, we're going to go with that 6 and 8. So $18, 6 and 8. And again, I only have $300 to work with here. So, and our goal is to make $70. So we're already down. Oops, I pressed the all bets set too fast. You guys, make sure you redo your bets again. I apologize for that. But I am down in my rack to 208. I have $254 bankroll, so I'm down $46 at the current moment. So we will hopefully get that up again. Again, I'm trying to get to $370 total on that bankroll. So press that button again, guys. That was my apologies for hitting it too soon. I'll wait just a couple more seconds since it was my mistake. Okay, and let's go all bets set. We have 11 people playing at Crapsee. We have 20 people watching on YouTube right now. And that was a little bit of a wild roll, but we have a 4-1-5. It'd be the horse and buggy. So that does not help me at all. But we are looking for that 6 and 8 at the current moment. So Nemo's out of purgatory is what he's saying. He will be back doing his shows again. Just do it in moderation, Nemo, so you do not put yourself into this position again. We're all here for you, and we are all here to support you. Make good choices. Do not become shark bait, my friend. So we got all bets set here, and dice out. Again, we're going with that hard way set. And dice out. Make sure the grip is comfortable. And we have a 1-5-6, so that's awesome. We hit our 6 or our 8. And that is a 6 this time, so that's what we needed. So that's enough to get us out of this hand. 1-5-6, we'll enter that in on Crapsee. So that's enough to make a profit on this hand, because what we're going to do is we're going to take that $18, we're going to go down to $12 on the 6 and 8. So we made enough. Actually, we are just a little bit under. We're about 12 of those under. So that's why we need to do one collect here, and then we'll be out of the hand. And that was one dice off axis, which is a normal dice roll for me. 5-4-5-4 is the dice set. And then once we do this collect, we'll be out of this hand here, and we'll be able to start trend betting, and we'll be pressing outwards as we go. Good morning, Larry. So all that's set here, and dice out. Again, we're looking for 6s and 8s right now. Yeah, we have another 6. We have a 4-2-6 this time. That's perfect. So that's exactly what we're looking for. So far that's helping out a little bit here. So now we are actually out of the hand here by $1, I believe. Yep, so we have $35 brought back to the rack. We have 34 on the table. So our goal again now is to hit that 6 or 8 one more time, and then we can start spreading outwards. So what I'll do is I'll probably pick up the, say the 5 and 9 for maybe, I don't know, we'll do one at a time, obviously, because we can only use what we bring in. We don't want to spend more than what we bring in as a profit here. So 9 people are ready here. Let's get going. All bets set. 22 people watching. We have 6 likes on YouTube. So make sure you press that button if you're enjoying the content here, guys. Dice out. A little bit high energy there, guys. And we got the 8 this time. So we have a 3, 5, 8. That'd be the 8 came easy. So that is awesome for us because that's going to give us a couple dollars put back in a rack, and we're going to pick up, what should we pick up? Let's pick up that 5 since we've hit the 5 already. So we're going to pick up that 5 for $10. And our goal originally now is to spread across. And once we get across, then we're going to go to try to get that 96 across bet level and a trend bet until we get to that $70 profit. If I was to take all my money off the table right now, we'd be having a profit of $3 for the day. But on this shooter, I have a profit of $5 so far. So let's go all bets set here. Again, stick with that hard way set. And dice out. Dice kind of came on my fingers a little bit weird, but we hit that point. We have a 6, 4, 10. Again, that's Waylon's best friend. Whoops, that rolled on me, guys. That was a 6, 4, not a 4, 2, not a 4, 4 either. It was a 6, 4. But anyhow, that's Waylon's best friend on the end, Big Ben. So we hit the point, and we'll be coming out looking for a new point. All of my bets will be turned off. So we got a $10 profit off of that point hit. So we need to stick with $10 on the pass line here. And what I'll probably do is I will pick up the $10 9 once we get our new point established. So 5, 4, 5, 4. And again, that was 1 dice off axis, which is my normal dice result. And again, as soon as you press that button, guys, I will go all bets set here. And dice are out. And we have a 2, 1, 3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So that's going to bite into our profit just a little bit because that's a pass line loser. If you're playing that don't, that'll pay out in there. So again, we're going to go with a $10 pass line bet. 5, 4, 5, 4. Again, that was 1 dice off axis, which I'm fine with this dice set. We're back to a profit of only $5, so we're not able to pick that 9 up when we get a point established here. And all bets set. Dice out. That right die went down there, guys, and it stuck to the table. We're still looking for a point, but we have a 5-2 Bruce, which is another double pitch. But hey, we got that $10 back, so I'm fine with that because our box numbers were turned off. Make sure you do not work that come out because we had a craps number and then a 7 that came out. But we're still looking for that point, so that's a good thing. So we got paid out on that. We got our $10 back that we lost in that last roll. Again, we're going to stick with that 5-4-5-4. We'll see what happens again. If we get another double pitch right away, we're going to switch over to the 3V dice set, and we'll start doing our rhythm rolling in that. But we're going to stick with this right now. Again, make sure you press that I am ready button, guys, so we can keep things going and we can keep a rhythm going here. I do want to get some decent rolls in today. Again, if you see the Craps for the Cure logo on the screen there, make sure you go to crapsforthecure.com and that'll give you some options of some auction items that you guys can do. And if you're just joining in, here is our $1 million challenge rules. On the session number 1 right now, it's highlighted yellow. Our goal is to win $70. Make sure you guys take a screenshot of this so that way you guys can see what the progressions are and hopefully you guys can follow along as well. So screenshot that, and then we'll go back to our normal screen here, and we have all bets set. We'll bring dice out. Left my fingers just a little bit early, guys, and we have a 1-6-7. So that was a poor mechanics on that throw. The dice split apart in that left and left just a little bit early. But we're still looking for a point, so that is another pass line payout. It's a natural winner. So let's get this reestablished. We are up $26 so far in this shooter. So what I can do now is I can pick up that 9 and probably the 10 since I've hit the 10 twice. But again, we're sticking with that $10 pass line here. Still waiting for everybody to do I am ready for the bets. We have the hard way set yet. I'm not going to really count the result of that last one because it was poor mechanics. So if we continue to do that double pitch, and that was both dice off axis, by the way, on that last one. But if we continue to do the double pitch, we will go to the 3V dice set. So all bets set here. And again, guys, bet appropriately. You only have a $300 bankroll to start off with here, so making it challenging for everybody. Dice out. Dice crossed at the end, and we have another 1, 2, 3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So there's a pass line loser. That's our 4th attempt at setting a point here. We had 2 craps numbers, 2 bad reds, 2 of the 7s. So again, we're still looking for a point. We're on shooter number 3 right now. I don't know why it shows us shooter number 3 on here. It should be shooter number... Oh, this is... I don't know. For some reason I'm thinking this should be shooter number 2. We had a 6-3-5-2, so we were looking for a 9 there. 6, 8, 9. So we hit the point. Yeah, so this is, I think it should only be shooter number 2, guys. I don't know why on KPI it's showing as shooter number 3, but it is what it is. Again, we're going with the $10 pass line bet, and we're going to go all bets set here. It is number 2 on Crapsee. You are 100%, and it should be number 2. I don't know why KPI is shown as a 3rd shooter here. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. And we got dice out. The only thing I'm worried about right now is Crapsee, and I can fix it on KPI even after the live stream is done. So, dice out. Again, those dice put slightly in my fingers as they left my hand, but we have a 2, 4, 6, 2x4, so 6 is our new point. So let's see where that brings us in Crapsee. I know I can pick up at least one new number here. Yeah, we can pick up another number. So let's pick up that 9. We're going to take the $12 off the 6. Let's pick up a $10 9, and let's pick up a $10 10. So we have $59 brought back to rack. We have $52 on the table, so we're in a profit of $7 for this shooter. Again, our goal is to make $70 today overall, so we have to get up to $370 on our bankroll. If I was to take all the money off the table right now, I'm at $313 for the day. And let's go all bets set here. So I forgot to enter the point of 10 on there. Okay, let me go back here, guys, really quick. I'm going to correct it on KPI because I want to make sure that that is accurate. Thank you, JR. I'm going to go back and enter this in. Oops. It'll be just a quick second here, guys. I'm sorry. So we have got a 426. We had a 3-5 or 2-1. So we're going back to the 5-3-8, which is roll number 5. 5-3. And then after, oh, I put in the wrong one in Crapsee. Okay, so we have a 6-4-10. There we go. That's better. I put in a 5-4 instead of a 6-4. So now it should be all set. There we go. That's much better, guys. Thank you, JR, for the pointing that out. And let's go all bets set here. We're up to 10 people again on Crapsee. We've got 17 people watching on YouTube. And we are looking for an inside number here. All bets set. And we got a 6-2-8. It'd be the Duracell 8. Go on support free live craps. So I'm hoping that we can make this successful, this $1 million challenge. So far, so good. We'll pick up that 4. Now we're going to start working towards that 96 across bet level. So we're going to pick up the 4 for $10. It's a place bet. And again, we have got 5-4-5 for hardware set. We have $73 brought back to the rack. We have $62 on the table. Good morning, Brian. Brian from Green Bay, Wisconsin, everyone. I will have to meet up with Brian here and maybe meet at the United Casino pretty soon or sometime soon. I have not been up there for a little bit over a month, and I had heard that they're actually going to 2 8-foot tubs instead of the 1 12-foot table that they used to have. So that will be a very interesting situation. And if that is the case, I'm going to have to start practicing from a little bit closer to the back row. Well, right now I'm shooting from about 9 feet. I'll have to do some measuring if they do have those tubs in place there, though. So dice out. And we have a 2-4-6. Perfect. So 2-4-6. So that's going to allow us to start trend betting here a little bit. So again, like I said, our goal is to get to the 96 across here. That was our point, so we hit that point. So when we get a new point established, I'll be able to go to $18, 6 and 8. So again, we're sticking with the hardware set. It is treating us well so far. So yeah, if you're from Wisconsin or anywhere near Wisconsin, we got blasted with snow on Halloween yesterday. It was in the low 30s, high 20s, and we got probably about almost a half an inch of snow on the ground that stuck. I actually had to go and shovel. Went out this morning to bring the kids to school, and the windows were frozen on my Jeep. I couldn't open any of them, and I had to do some scraping. So it is getting cold up in Wisconsin here. Make sure you press that I am ready button here, guys. I cannot wait around forever. And all bets set, looking for a new point. Again, we're starting off with a $300 bankroll today. We are making a challenge out of this, $1 million challenge, in fact. If you go back in my screen here, we got a 369. That'd be the center field 9. If you go back in my program just a little bit, I showed you what the challenge looks like, at least the first so many sessions. And make sure you screenshot that so you guys can play along with me as you go. So that 9 is going to give us an extra, oh, that's our points. That does nothing. So we're going to take that $10 on the 9. We're going to move it over to the 6 and make it look like $12. So we have 83 to brought back to the rack. We have 64 on the table. Again, 545 for hardware set. And we can start working up towards that 96 across. Again, like I said, I was going to make the 6 and 8 look like $18 because we had that last hit. So we have the 6 and 8 looking like $18. 4, 5, and 10 are at $10 of the $10 pass line bet. 83 brought back to the rack, 76 on the table now. And we're going to all bet set and dice out. So I apologize, guys. There's only 6 people ready, but I need to keep a rhythm going here. And we have a 1, 3, 4. That'd be the Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So the 1, 3, 4. And we do have $10 on that 4. So it's going to pay out enough for us to go up to $15 on the 4 and 10. Oh, you're in Discord now, Brian. Good. Good. Okay, so we've got $15 on the 4 and 10. It's going to be a little while before I go to Oneida. My bankroll took a little bit of a hit, and it was not from going to the casino. It was actually I had to help pay for some bills around the house. The girlfriend had a knee surgery this last month, and she had to be off of work for several weeks. So she's just getting back into it, so I had to help her cover her portion of all the bills. So I'll bet set here. So I'm going to be rebuilding my bankroll, and that's why this $1 million challenge that we're doing right now is actually a perfect opportunity to start increasing the bankroll. Dice out. That left die stuck. We have a 3, 5, 8. That'd be 8 came easy again. Right die kind of took off a little bit. The left one kind of stuck. So that is perfect for us. Again, we're trying to keep an overall view on our bankroll here, guys. We have 122 brought back to the rack. We have 86 on the table currently. I am at 376 on my daily bankroll. My goal is to make $70. Now, if I pulled all my money off the table, I would have a profit of $66. So let's do this one. The last roll was a 8. I'm going to probably end up regretting this, but we're going to make the 5 look like 15. We're at that 96 across the level. We need one more hit, then we're going to pull all of our bets off. The reason I'm not doing it now is because I have a $10 pass line bet, and I can't. If I pull off all my money except for the pass line, which has to stay up, I won't be at the $70 profit. But if I get one more hit here, we'll be at the $70 profit. Famous last words: one more hit. So, and I think we can do it. So, dice out. And we got it. Awesome. So we have a 4, 6, 10. That'd be Waylon's best friend on the end. Or we can go the Justice Gen Killer. 4, 6, 10 Justice Gen Killer. So we got the profit that we needed. We're gonna pull all of our bets down. We only have our $10 pass line in effect right now. So we have we're up to $403 on the table. If we can hit that pass line, we will definitely be in the profit here. But we made our profit goal of $70 today, so that means we'll be able to move on tomorrow to the next level. So that's awesome. Awesome sauce. And that was only the second roller. We're on 17. We're on 18 rolls here, going on 18. And we got dice out, all bets set. So what do we need to hit? We need to hit the 9 in order to get that point. Dice out. And there you go, guys. We hit the point. 369, center field 9. So that leaves me an interesting scenario here now. Again, my goal was to win $70 for the day. And I'm going to pop over to that screen really quick so everybody can see what I'm talking about. $1 million rules, if you look at the yellow line there, my goal was to win $70 today. And we have won a total of $113 so far today. So we are definitely in the profit. We start off with $300. So do I use the $43 extra to going forward so we can actually try to gain some ground on the bankroll? And I think I'm going to do that. So I have $43 to play with today to try to get a little bit of head. Again, screenshot this screen here, guys. If you do want to play along with the $1 Million Challenge, there's lots more to the graph, lots more to the chart. I know that's a very busy chart, but there's a lot more to the chart as we get further into the challenge. Again, the $1 Million Challenge is like 260 some sessions that we have set up, and each session gets a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. So we're going to stick with this. We're going to not go below 370 because that's our $70 profit. We're going to go with a $10 pass line again, and all bets set. So hopefully everybody, and I'll check in a little bit to see where everybody is doing, where they're at, and see if they made their profit for the day. But we have dice out. A little bit short on that landing zone, guys, but we have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. And hopefully he'll be back to his live streams and his live videos pretty soon here. So 6 will be our new point. So we have got $33 to work with. Let's do this one. What are our strong numbers today? The 6, the 8, the 9, and the 10. So let's put $10 on the 9. Let's put $10 on that 10. And that leaves us $13 extra. So that'll be enough to go $12 on that 8. So we actually have 4 numbers covered here now. That brings us down to $371. So I'm not going to go any lower than that. Our next hit, we could pick up the 4 or the 10. And we can go from there. All bets set. 5454. And dice out. Nice cross at the end, guys. We have a 2, 4, 6. That'll be the 2x4. And that is our point. Is that right? No, that's a buck. What's going on here, guys? So 9 was our... Okay, I screwed up again here somewhere in Crapsee, or in KPI. So let's go back and fix it. Guys, I apologize. This is such a mess up. This is not a norm for me. So we've got the 6, 4, 10, which is where? There it is. And then after that 10, we have a 6, 3, 9. And then we had the 5, 1, 6. There you go. So I'll tell you what, when I'm shooting for stick right 1, which I'm shooting at from today, what happens is everything is backwards for me. I'm normally shooting from stick left 1, and that's how I'm used to doing the data entry. But I'm doing everything left-handed when I'm shooting from this side of things. So, okay, KPI is all up to date, and we did make a hit on that, so we hit our point on that. So we're gonna be coming out again. And we'll go all bets set. And I apologize for the delay here, guys. That is not a normal thing for me. Days out. And we got 1, 2, 3, ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Again, pass line loser. If you're playing a don't pass, which I don't know why you would be playing that at this point in this shooter, that would be a winner for you. Again, 5, 4, 5, 4. We're going to go again with that $10 pass line bet. Okay. And our box numbers are turned off. We'll go all bets set, dice out. And we have a 6, 2, 8. So our point is back on that 8. 6, 2. And this is quite the shooter to be starting off this challenge with. This is not the norm, everyone, just so you know. But we're going to move that $12 that's on the 8 over to the 6. So we have got the 6, 8, 9, and 10 covered here. The snow and scraping your windows this morning has got you all out of whack on your KPI. You are so true there, Larry. But it's actually probably more than that that's got me out of whack here. But it is what it is. So, dice out. Dice out. And we got a 6, 4, 10. There we go. Waylon is showing up and representing on that end. So that's going to be enough to pick up that 5. So we'll pick up that 5 for $10, and we are 177 brought back to rack 52 on the table. Let's pop over to see how everybody's doing. So we have Frida at a $601 bet level, so that's awesome. Frida's in first place. I am in third place, profit of 131. We have Jeff in ND at $209 profit. JR's at his 118. Rogers at 115. Marble Forks at 90. Press regresses at 85, and we have Dice Glider at 7. So everybody, we have quite a few people here that have made their $70 profit for the day, which is what our goal is. So all bets set here and dice out. 10 people playing along with Crapsee. We got 21 people watching on YouTube. Dice out. A little bit short on that landing zone, guys, but we have the 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So we buckshotted that point. No, we did not buckshot, but we hit it after one roll of the dice, after hitting one other number. So that is nice. So again, we can pick up that 4 now once we get the point established. And we are definitely going to be doing well here, guys, at least for the day. Hopefully this continues throughout the challenge. Again, if you are just joining in, if you guys look on my screen, I have a Craps for the Cure logo on there. Make sure you go to crapsforthecure.com. We have an auction, or John has an auction going on, trying to raise money for Vietnam, or not for Vietnam, for veterans. We have a company that raises dogs for PTSD, and they train a dog. It costs $50,000 to train a dog. It'll take 3 years in total time. And they train it specifically for some veteran. And John made a comment the other day about the possibility we might be able to name the dog also if we could raise the $50,000. And it sounds like they're leaning towards using the name Chiro for the name of the dog, which would be an awesome tribute to our Midmo Yo Chiro, as well as that'd be a pretty cool name for a dog, actually. Dice out. A little bit long on the landing zone this time, and here we go. We came to an end, guys, with a 2-5 Bruce. So roll is done. Oh, actually, no, that's a come out. Never mind, it's a come out 7. It's going to extend the roll. What am I thinking here? So we made $10 off of that roll. Still looking for points. So we're going to keep on going. 5, 4, 5, 4. And I get sidetracked here a little bit, so throw things off a little bit. 5, 4, 5, 4 is the dice set, hard way. Again, get those bets in, press that button, everyone. We have 21 people watching on YouTube. We've got 11 likes. Roger from OMC said that would be awesome if we can name the dog Chiro. I believe that's what he's referring to. That would be awesome in my opinion. And all bets set. It's out. Dice crossed at the end. We have a 1, 3, 4. That's the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey, or as Jeff goes, Big Joe from Wisconsin. So 4 is our point. And that's going to allow us to put $12 on that 8. We have all the numbers covered at that 64 cross bet level. So $12 on the 8. 4 is the point on KPI and Crapsee. So good, we are in sync. And we have got $197 on the profit back to the rack for the shooter. We have $64 on the table. So our total rack is at $387 if I was to lose everything right now, but our total bankroll is at $451 for the day. Again, my goal is to get to $370. We're pulling up the extras now. We will not dip below $370, so we'll at least get our desired profit today. All bets set, dice out. Dice split apart when they go off my fingers. We have a 2, 3, 5. They'd be the Justice 5. Got lucky on that one. And we could start going up to that 96 across bet level now. So that would be a 5. Got us $14 brought back. So let's bring that 5 up to $15. And we'll bring the 9 up to $15. Again, we got 211 brought back to the rack on this shooter. We have $74 on the table. We're at our profit point already. We're working towards 96 across, and we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. So hopefully everybody can get back to their $70 profit or above. And we got a 3, 5, 8. 8 came easy once again. We must be pretty close to that repeater bet on that 8. Oh, we already hit it. Yeah, we must have hit it already. So I think 5 is the repeater level for the 8 and the 6. So we should have a repeater on the 5, or the 6 and 8. A repeater on that ace deuce probably. 5, 4, 5, 4. And that was going to allow us to go up to $18 on that 6 and 8 now. So we're almost at the 96 cross bet level, which is awesome because that'll put us in a very good position to trend bet upwards. All bets set. Ace out. Kind of a wild throw, but guys, yeah, we hit that point. We have a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Wisconsin. So we got the 1, 3, 4. We hit that point. Kind of a wild landing on the other end of the table. And I have not been watching the ATS bets, but we have right now only 3 numbers towards that ATS. And when we come back out, we're going to be able to put $15 on that 4 and 10. So we are all primed and ready to go to start trend betting upwards from that $96 cross bet level. And keep in mind, this is all extra profits today, money that we did not need. Yeah, so we're way above and beyond where we should be. So anyhow, $10 on the pass line bet here, guys. All bets set. We're going to be dice out again. 21 people still watching on YouTube. And dice out. Dice split apart when he left my fingers just a little bit. 5-2 Bruce. Again, come out 7. The 7s today, not unfortunately, fortunately have been during opportune times during the come outs. So they really have not affected us at all. They actually added money to our rack. Again, that was a bad mechanics on that last throw because the dice did split apart when they left my fingers, which is seeming to happen that way. Again, $10 pass line bet. All of our box numbers are turned off. We're still continuing on with the shooter. We have 30 rolls on this shooter, and this is only shooter number 2. So all bets set. Let's press that button when you're ready, guys and gals. And all bets set. I can't wait any longer. Sorry. Dice out. Dice cross at the end. We have a 5, 4, 9. That'd be the Big Mac, hard 9. So that's our first Big Mac for the day. Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps, who has not checked in on the chat today. He must be busy because he normally is here. So we're going to put $15 on that 4 and 10. And actually, we're going to take that $15 bet off the 9. We'll put $10 in odds. We'll go $15 in the 4 and 10. We are covered all the way across now. 245 brought back to rack, 101 on the table. If I was the loser right now, we would still be at a $98 profit for the day. So all bets set. So we have new messages available on Crapsee. I will check that when I'm done here with this roll. Good morning, Arnell. We are doing a $1 million challenge here, and we are successful because of a good shooter here so far. And dice out. Dice are in the count. Let's regrip them. And dice out. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Does nothing for our bets. Again, 5-4-5-4 has been treating us pretty decent today. We have a point of 9. And again, press that button, please. We've got 34 rolls for the day, only 2 shooters in, and all bets set. Dice out. And there we go, guys. So we have a 1, 6, 7. So that is the end of the roll. So we made our goal for the day. So let's get that in there in Crapsee. We'll look at our statistics. I will show you our brown belt statistics for the day, and then we'll click on that screen to show you the $1 million challenge, at least the beginning portion of it, guys. We made a profit of $98 today, $144 on that last shooter there, but we definitely are where we need to be. So let's look at our statistics for the day here. For the day, we only had 2 shooters. We made 33 on that second shooter, so that's awesome. 328 quality points, an SLR of 17.5 today, SRR of 5.8 today, which is kind of weird that that number is so low, but it is what it is. 4 come out 7s. Box numbers are high today. Inside numbers are expected. 4s and 10s are high today. Come out 7s are off the charts. Horns and fields are low. Hardwoods are low. And we're on a light side play today. I appreciate the compliment there, Roger. Looking at our brown belt statistics. This is through the end of Monday. Remember, we did not go live yesterday, but as of the end of Monday, we had a 9.84 SOR. We had an SRR of 7.4. My computer just went dead for Crapsee, so we finished the roll just in time today. But we have 2,125 throws or shots on brown belts so far. Again, if you did not see the $1 million challenge rules for the CMJ challenge, which is similar to what Buckeye Slim is, but we're doubling the length of time. We're on session 1 today. We had a $300 bankroll. Our goal was to win $70, and with that we definitely did. But, hey guys, thanks for joining in on the Level Up program here today. Hopefully you guys are back tomorrow to continue on with this $1 million challenge. My name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a safe and prosperous day.